are cleaning out the tack room because I'm gonna go on the road. This video is prepping to go on the road with my horse. I just have one I'm starting with on the road this year. I'll be adding potentially a second horse along the way, but either way, there's still a lot of stuff to pack. I'm also gonna keep all my belongings for the next half year, 7 months, whatever it is, in my trailer. So once a year in March or April, everything gets taken out and it is a huge mess. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like right now, spare you the 2-hour process of everything coming out, and then I'll show you it when it looks better again. This is the before. Let me go out some. Wow. Oh goodness. It really starts nice every year. There's a saddle. All right. Everything is out. And she's nice and empty and scuffed up. That's really shiny. Don't mind my mouth. I started picking at my blackheads the other day and it doesn't look great. Just having a little bit of a frustrated, just being real with you guys, because going on the road is super fun, and I do really enjoy it, and that doesn't take away from that, but I haven't lived in a home since 2017. It's hard sometimes having to switch back and forth between the two, and it just I don't know, every once in a while it just kind of hits you, and I am so grateful for everything I have, and I don't want it to seem like I'm ungrateful, because I really do love it, and I do love the lifestyle that I have, but every once in a while it is tough, and it just makes me sad, because I would like to have, a place that I can call home one day, not have to live on wheels, whether it's a camper or in a trailer. It's just stressful and hard. That's been how life has been since I graduated high school, and I'm 26. It is good, I think, to share that even though it is really fun and glorious, and I love it, it's not all that glorious. You feel alone a lot of the time. Yeah, there's struggles to it too. I do love it though. Just having a moment. Almost done packing it though. I have a trash pile and a donate pile, and I just have to put that stuff in bags, and then you can kind of see I already have saddles and stuff back in there, and I can't pack up anything that I actively use because I still have a week of training here, and then that stuff can come in, but there's not too much of that. It'll be good. Everything is fine, and I'm on the path that I should be on. Alright, this is the finished look so far. Got this all nice and reorganized. This is still in progress. These are going to be moved, just organizing them. Same with this stuff right here, this whole line of stuff, because that's where my suitcases go. But all of this folded, organized the best it can get. I'm pretty happy with the results. Organize this little guy. Yeah. So that is where we are at so far with packing, but the big clean out was done. This is the most stressful part. Like you guys heard me say, I still have one more week of training, so there's a few training horses that are off farm that I go to. So this is my last visit with them. This is Squirrel. I also had Ginger off farm. This is Williston from off farm, but he was a training horse this fall, and then I started to go over to the owner's place to get him some trail exposure, and he was doing fantastic, and I'm really gonna miss riding him, so hopefully I'll see him again in the fall. Little trail again, huh? Before I leave you.
They used to be, I don't know, maybe not anymore, but they hiss.
Oh, don't make it hiss.
Put your head down. Get your head down. Hi, open.
He says no.
Oh God.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know.
Don't let him do that. He's gonna get snapped. Oh no. Well, listen, we're not gonna say hi.
You better be this hokey when I finally get you on a trail then.
I think he will be.
Yeah, my plan is.
The next step of getting on the road is cleaning out my truck because it is getting detailed today, and then that means I have to reorganize it. It's really such a fun time, honestly. It's so exciting clearing out my console of endless random things. But I'm excited for it to get detailed. I can't complain there. Every year before I go on the road, I have Cindy come out, and she works on Lynx. She does myofascial release, and it's really great for him. He hasn't been in work for a couple of months because I've been focused on the training horses. So he was a little bit stiff, but by the end of it, you could tell it really freed up. And she basically just said that I need to work him and keep him in shape for him not to get stiff, which makes sense. She looks so pretty, and now she's gonna get dirty. I still have 2 more weeks literally on the dot till I go on the road, but look at her. She's so shiny. Okay, the tree is already falling on her. That's just rude. It's okay, it'll brush off when I'm driving. It's not like I didn't just pay for her to get all pretty looking. Okay, it's fine, ignore it. That's pretty. She's so pretty. So shiny. All right. Wow. Oh, I'm about to get this so dirty getting in. So clean. Knock off the dirt. And in we go. Are my keys here? Yes, they are. Okay. Yay. She's so pretty. Looking all shiny and clean. Look at those tires that I paid somebody else to. That looks so much better, so much cleaner. Another final preparation thing is having the owners come out and ride their babies. This is Jackie on Chloe, and I was very proud. Chloe just got started mid to end of January, and this is, end of March, and I think she's doing great. She is a little superstar. She's going to be a hunter. This is Andrea on Lady. Lady was my little sensitive girl this year, but she ended up blossoming into being my absolute favorite training horse. She got started in the fall, a little bit of a slower start, but by the end she was the straightest baby I have ever ridden, and really was soft and quiet and just so talented. So it's always cool to see other people ride them. Okay, I'm trying to reorganize my truck right now after it got detailed, so everything's empty, and I'm going through paperwork. It's also really hot out, so I'm sitting in my truck doing this. These are all of the health certs from the last year that I'm gonna be throwing out. There is a lot of stuff, and I'm still going through a bunch of it, but doing a quick little discard so then my folder can be nice and empty, so it's easier to access the documents that I need when traveling. I love this. In the final day's training, we are right next to an airport, and they were practicing formations. So fun. It's okay. You're good. We just live next to an airport, and they're practicing formations. Yeah. That's okay. Come on. Packing up my clothes is probably my least favorite part. Everything needs to be folded and organized, and it's just a pain in the butt. I don't show too much of it because it's really frustrating. He got his Coggins and Health Cert last week, and he'll get shots today. And would you mind showing the class what you have done aside from your disgusting dirtiness? Can we just, like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? All right,
I guess this is getting added to the task list. No, don't tuck it back in. It needs to get done. I should have filmed it when it was out there, but it got washed, conditioned, tangled. He's so much better. Scrub down to your nubs. This was tackling 3 of my training horses at once. We had all 3 of us riding. That's all. We only have 3 riders at the barn, but they were good. I'm also leaving my barn family during this time, so that really sucks. So I tried to hang out with them a little more and get in the typical activities I do during my routine when I'm there, like concerts or going to dance or maybe something a little bit more extreme.
Hello, good morning. It is my last day of training for this season. That is really sad. I'm really not having a good time thinking about it. But it's the last day of the month, last day of March. Last year I stayed until, mid to end May. So like significantly longer. This little pimple patch, ignore that. I'm just gonna get ready, talk to you guys about it. So usually throughout training season, I have anywhere from like 8 to 15 horses. There's a pretty big range in there. I'd say it usually hangs out around like 10 though. This month I have just 6. Usually the last month here it quiets down and there's less because they're all ready and going home and whatnot. So all I have left is Rain, Chloe, Ivy, Willow, Lady, and Princess. So they're all gonna get their final rides today. A few of them start up again in the fall time because they're young right now, so they just get, lightly started, then they sit and grow up over the summer, and then in the fall they get a little bit of a heavier workload. So those guys all get done, and then I have my last lesson for this season. I have one kind of over near Weck. I've been teaching a couple lessons this year. Every week I teach about like 3 or 4, traveling to them and whatnot. So I'll go do my final one there. And yeah, that's final day of training. The rest of the days are just packing. I'm going on a quick trip. But yeah, there's it's sad packing up my camper too, and packing up all the tack and getting everything ready. But just my thoughts on this final morning, March 31st. And we are in Florida where it downpoured the entire day yesterday. Oh, I want to show you guys something really cute. I hope the birds don't get mad at me. This is not what I was going to show you guys. Hey. I actually want to show you guys my Harley Davidson bird nest. Hi, little birds. Don't attack me or get mad. Hello. Hello. Okay. I don't know if I can see anything. Okay, you can. Check it out. Little eggs. I got little bluebirds in there. It's so exciting. I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of the birds. And they're using my birdhouse, which is fantastic. Why is it raining right now? I have things to do. Because of the downpours yesterday, we have some really wet footing. Can you tell me what exercise I am doing right now? Hint, this is a box. It is the box exercise where we get the horse to turn their shoulders, and instead of riding a circle, you are riding a square or box or rectangle, whatever shape you want to make. And Ivy is doing a really great job of using her shoulders and also working on those straight lines, just staying off of my legs. And yeah, focusing on where each foot placement is. And I'm pretty happy with our corners. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Isn't she just the cutest? Oh, she's just the cutest. I know it's our last ride together. I'm sure I'll ride you again. Right after the last day of training, we had a quick little detour to another country. I always try to go at least
once a year, usually in April, and then I got to visit a very special horse. This is Calypso. For those of you new to my channel, I owned her from the time she was 3 months old until she was 7 years old.
She's like just a bunch of short ones.
Smiled out.
I prepped some of the grain in bags. He doesn't get that much. He just is on equalizer right now, but his feed will change when we get more on the road, because it's harder on his body than what he is doing right now, which is currently being a little pasture pet. So he gets his balancer, and I have enough to make it through the first, like bagged up, the first 4 or 5 days of the trip, because that then puts me at a good point. That's not going to stay up there. That then puts me at a good point to rebag them, so I don't have a huge bag of grain just loose in here. This is a struggle. Stay in there. Stay locked. I think those things are intended for horse shows, and I make it do its job in a much more difficult way. I do have the majority of my clothes up there. I've got 2 more bags that need to go, and then these need to get a little more full. Time to put saddles in. Grain prepped. I need grains bags. I have the alfalfa in there. I just have to get the Timothy and shavings and hay bags, and truck got all fixed up. Oil change, fuel filter, checked, tires rotated, whatever else checked on that. This thing got taken care of. One of the lights was out on the back, the license plate one, and now it's all good. And we are ready to go, I hope.
Lynx stays barefoot in Florida, and then when we go on the road, he gets front shoes. So here he is the day before we leave, patiently getting his toes done. He's not going to be thrilled with this, but it might be cold for the first leg of our trip, so he gets his last bath. Also his first bath of the year, because this poor animal has been sitting in a paddock because I just focus on the training horses. But now he'll get all clean. Here you see a new hobby that I picked up that I will be coming back to do in the fall in a little more of an extreme way. Yeah.
I'm hitching up my trailer so I don't have to do it in the morning, and of course, where all my stuff is, where I hitch up at. I had to take it out because I'm not going to try to drive and then they break. That's really sad. I haven't touched the eggs, although my scent is now on the nest because I had to pick it up. But I'm going to try to leave it somewhere, but this really sucks. Birds, why do you do this? This trailer moves a lot. I wonder if that's the mom right there. Oh my god, it definitely is. It's looking at me like, what are you doing? Shh. You guys see it? I don't know if I can zoom in. Hang on. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna move it over here. Okay, where can we safely put this nest and see if the mother will take it again? Okay, well, they need to be high up, don't they? But my fear is if I put it up in a tree, it's gonna fall. Ugh. I'm trying to get it to you. She's flying around all freaked out.
Shoot. What do I do? What do I do? Okay, honestly, this trailer doesn't move that much. Like, at all, because she got a new one. So maybe, is there somewhere I can put it here? Okay, I could pick down there, or I could pick up in here, perhaps? Kind of hidden? Kind of good, right? I'm so sorry. I know sometimes I catch you at 1 a.m., but this time, I don't want to. You're gonna have to stand in a stall for a few minutes. A few hours, sorry. Hi, Bubs. Alright, no, you're a good boy. Leaving the farm in the driveway always sucks, but I know that I'll be back. Just as a tough go for a couple minutes. As soon as I get to the first stop, right to teaching, I had nonstop clinics for a week. I'm actually editing this on my first off day, which is more than a week into the trip.